brambles. That one plant that is really hard to get rid of and just seems to grow so vigorously through plots. In today's video, I'm taking the big job on and I'm going to tackle a big area of brambles over on the other plot. I'm hoping that through my tackling of these brambles, I can motivate you and encourage you at home to have a go at some of those big projects too. Winter presents us with a brilliant time to get on with these things and sort them out. There's not so much going on the veg beds and things, so you can really tackle those areas on the sides. Just before we get started with the bramble clearing, if you haven't done so already and you'd like to, I'd love to have you along for the ride as I learn to grow more of my own food. Hit the subscribe button down below and join the community. The first part of today is all about clearing these big clumps of brambles. I want to make sure that I've got a nice area to sort of look at least and see how bad the issue is. I really do dislike working with brambles. They somehow find a way of cutting you everywhere, and I go home at the end of the day and I've just got loads of cuts on my body. So I've made sure I've really covered every bit of flesh on my body at the minute, just to make sure that I'm protected. Oh, that was a really fun one to cut, and it's just so rewarding seeing them finally leaving this really messy space. The reason why brambles are quite hard to deal with and get rid of, not like bindweed and other plants that can be quite easy to pull up, is that brambles run on a taproot, so they go really deep into the ground. And so even if you're digging up some of that bramble root, you're still going to have a little bit left, and that's all that you need to get another plant growing. A bit like raspberries, that's how they run. Same family, so they kind of have that same growing habit of rolling over out of the beds. The site is already looking a lot clearer. I'm working to clear the crowns now, and I'm using my fork. The whole aim of this is to make things really easy for me, and hopefully through what I'm doing here, you can see too some easy steps and processes to maybe get rid of your own brambles. Some are definitely easier to remove than others. This was a nice easy one, but the one next to it was definitely a lot harder. But it's so rewarding just pulling them out, because I'm slowly giving myself more space in this area, but as you can see there's still quite a lot to dig, so it's going to be fun. I could grab my spade and cut through all the different areas to try and pull it up, but what I'm going to try and do is cut some of these. So there's roots down here, the kind of thinner ones that are running that way, and I'm just going to try and snap a few of them off so I can pull up this root. The allotment is definitely my gym, and this is really putting my back to work. And after all that heaving, yes, I finally got the clump up. Oh, it's all good fun. I give in. I'm getting the shovel. Well, the spade. I'm gonna go through with the spade and just try and break the bramble roots. The problem is, they do this thing where they go right deep down and they do a taproot. And that's what's probably the trickiest part of getting brambles out. So if they are young, do try and get your brambles out as soon as possible, because it becomes a nightmare otherwise. I think I've got most of the brambles out, and I'm really happy with how the space has worked. I thought it would be a lot harder to do this, and actually I've probably done this over about 3 days, give or take. Obviously I'll edit this together so it looks like one whole day, but it has been like a process that I've done sort of in stages. I would definitely recommend like splitting up the job into sort of 3-hour periods or an hour each time, over a week or over 3 weeks. And you know, this time of year it's perfect because nothing's really growing, it's all dying back now, so you can see the space as well. We've got some bramble sort of debris over there which I need to clear, but as you can see, the ground is nice and free now, and aside from a few little bits which I'll tidy up over the next couple of weeks, I think we've got a pretty good flat space there. Wow, I feel so much better now. The brambles are completely gone, they're cut down to level. The rest of the work now is just going to be maintaining that space, making sure that any new bramble sort of seedlings that pop up are dealt with really quickly, and that should be helped by quite a large barrier. So I'm going to put a lot of wood chip down on that space now, and just try and keep everything down, block out the light. The energy will slowly sap away from those bramble roots, and we should have a clean space. Maybe in a couple of years' time there won't be any brambles at all in that space. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's given you some inspiration to tackle those big jobs on your plots over the winter. This is a really good time of year to get cracking on any of those big jobs that you've been putting off, and I'm going to be here as a source of motivation through this time to hopefully get you thinking about those ideas too. You can obviously see the development of this plot as well, and it's so fun to see all these areas cleared and repurposed again and just looking a lot better. Don't forget to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy this video. That will help to send it out to more people, and I can inspire and motivate more people in the community. If you'd like to check out any more of my videos, you can find them over here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!